I'm Maddie and welcome back to the Essentials Club channel. Today I'm going to be taking you through all my secondhand finds that I discovered while I was shopping over in LA and Portland, and talking you through the plans I have for the adjustments that I'll be making to them, and also some tips for you for when you're looking out for secondhand pieces for yourself next time. So this piece is a secondhand find that I found at the Melrose Fairfax Trading Post markets. They're on the corner at a school, and I've got a few pieces that I'll show you that I found from there. But this one is a Tommy Hilfiger vintage white denim overalls. So cute, and luckily it just fits perfectly, so I'm not doing any changes to this. It's such a simple piece that I can keep it casual, dress it up, add some colours underneath. For now I'm just going to be wearing my Essentials shirt with everything because it's a perfect basic to pair. And yeah, it's just a little gem find. And this denim skirt is a vintage Levi's pair that I found at the same markets, and I actually didn't try it on when I bought it, but luckily it fits like a glove. So again, no changes needed to this, but again, just a simple nice piece that I can pair with things, keep casual, dress up, and I love it. Perfect little essential piece to add to the wardrobe that I know can pair with heaps of different styles and wear to different events and whatnot, so always keeping that in mind of how you can actually wear it in your day-to-day life. Now this little gem is a Hawaiian print pink palm leaf shirt that I found at the same markets. I don't know what it was about that day, but I found so many perfect things. And the thing about this is I know that I can wear it so many different ways. Tie it up with the skirt, button up for the top and wear maybe my overalls over it, tuck it in for that cute effect. I think it's just a nice beautiful piece that again can dress up, dress down, so many different ways to wear it. But definitely the winning thing about this is the pattern, like pink palms, needs to be ironed, but so beautiful and soft and light and airy, perfect for the Gold Coast or Australia in general. So yeah, another little groovy find. So this piece I'm absolutely obsessed with. I got it again at the Melrose Trading Post markets, and for some reason that day that I was there I just did not feel like trying anything on, could not be bothered, and I saw this gem and it looked so small and I was drawn in by the fabric because I knew that if it didn't fit I could either repurpose it, sell it, or yeah, make something else out of it. Then I threw it on and it actually fits like a glove, so perfect. I think it's very, taking a stab in the dark here, but very 80s vibes, ruffled midi vibe, some shoulder pads which I'm still trying to figure out if I'll keep them or not. But the plan for this is it's lucky that it fits perfectly hip wise, it's got a zip up the back. I'll see how I feel about the shoulder pads later, but I'm just going to bring it up to the point where this ends and make it a little bit shorter. So then it's more versatile. I can wear it with slips or maybe some shoes to make it a bit more tomboy, throw a jacket on, wear it to little weekend casual outings or if there's any fun events on. I think it's just a nice little handy piece to have. I really need to learn to iron for these videos, but anyway, see the pattern up close. It's like tropical leaves, a really nice light material. I'm a little bit in love, so yeah, fun little number to add to the wardrobe. So now moving on to my Portland finds. We met a friend who showed us this epic vintage shop. I think it's called House of Vintage, and it was insane. I could have bought the whole place up. It's actually very tame. I only got a few pieces there. So normally I make very, minimal linen, simple pieces, and I find that whenever I go secondhand shopping I seem to be very drawn to patterns and out there things that I know I probably can't make or find the fabric to make myself. So this little number is a very like over the top but cool pattern with like leopards and safari vibes. Still a simple color palette which I like, but it's got these like timber or wooden buttons with like little etched features which I thought was really cute. And like this you can wear it over the top of something, or you could button up and wear it on its own and kind of tuck it in, that kind of vibe. Even tie up if that's your thing. But I think it's just a nice little fun number to have in the wardrobe. And again, I'm very lucky that it does fit perfectly. No changes are needed, so I can throw this straight in the wardrobe. So this number was found in the same vintage shop in Portland. Now I have been looking for the perfect set of denim overalls for about like 10 years now, and I've just been so picky with the colour or the shape or the length and all that. And I came across this gem which just fits perfectly for what I had in mind. It's a nice denim. It's not a particular brand. Actually, I just looked at the label and it's actually a maternity brand, which is hilarious, which probably explains why it's a bit larger, but I like that effect because then I can layer underneath it. It's got a bit of like a 3/4 length. I do need to properly hem the other side, but that's an easy fix. And it's just good to go. So fun. Especially now that it's coming into winter, I'll be able to layer up underneath it, wear some slides or some sneakers or anything like that. So I'm very happy with my denim overall find. Now I have a slight obsession with the houndstooth pattern. I find it just very fun, so I'm always looking out for that when I'm in secondhand shops. And I found these pants were just such a nice woven fabric. As you can see, the pattern, so cute. I just thought it'd be a nice little piece to add to the wardrobe that for work when it's a bit hot, it's still nice to be able to dress it up, add a white shirt or even a button-up shirt with it. I am considering taking it up just a little bit, even on an angle. I like it when pants have just got that little angle to help shape the legs a bit more, or keep it just a little bit longer. I'm still trying to figure that out. Either way, it's a fun little number to add to the wardrobe. Now, one of the best things about making your own stuff or finding secondhand, vintage, thrifted things is that generally you're going to find something that's truly unique and no one else is going to have. And this is one of those pieces and I'm absolutely obsessed with. So like I said, I seem to be drawn to like patterns and different colors. This is like a nice forest green checkered style, and it's a jumpsuit and it fits me like a glove, which I'm obsessed with. It's got some shoulder pads, which I probably will get rid of just to keep it nice and simple. It's got this overlaid piece that ties up at the front, and I don't think I'm liking the full length vibe, so I probably will end up bringing this up. So it still has that cute front tied section, but just a little bit more simplified, and therefore the pants can show a bit more. And then a nice little tie-up feature up the back. But apart from that, it's literally the perfect fit. Such a fun colour. Can wear it, you know, out to nice places, or even just on the weekend, going to cafes and whatnot, festival life, anything. So I'm really happy with this find. This again was at Portland at the House of Vintage, and it's a really nice little fun piece that I can add to the wardrobe. Now, this little number I found in a thrift shop on the way driving out to Joshua Tree, and there's an area called Yucca Valley, and we stopped in there for lunch, and it's just such a cute little like duo piece. So it's got a nice pinstripe, like tan and white stripe, and this cute as tie feature. It's very like corporate-y when you wear it together. And it is, I've actually got it pegged at the back because I do need to take it in so the skirt fits me a bit better. But it's one of those things where, yes, quite corporate together, but separately they're very cute. So I'll show you a few different ways and a bit of a montage of how you could style it. This is such a cute, simple piece. Wear the white shirt, however else you'd like to style it. Considering bringing it up just a little bit so it's got that bit of a cuter flair rather than like the corporate vibe, which is a bit lower. So potentially bring that up. And then I'll show you how that looks, just the white shirt and maybe a denim skirt. So this is the jacket paired with the denim skirt that I found. It's so cute. Just makes it a bit more, like, you know, if you're going to like an afternoon event for work, or if you had a meeting, or even just going out for coffee, you want to look a bit fancier. It's just a nice little throw on. You can even tie it up. If you wanted to get a bit risque, just wear like a cute little lacy bra under it. Not my vibe, but possible. And that is everything that I found while traveling over in America. I'll take you through some tips on what to look out for next time that you're secondhand shopping, and things that I consider when I'm going thrift or vintage shopping as well. I hope it helps. So I have 4 major tips that I want to share with you when next time you go vintage shopping or secondhand or markets or wherever you find your secondhand goods. So the first thing I consider when I'm secondhand shopping is I look at the fabric. I think, does this aesthetically fit my style, whether it's color-wise, like the shapes, the objects, anything that's on the fabric. And you know, that's the easiest thing to look through when you're going through racks visually. What is the color or the fabric or the aesthetic of it? Like, does that fit your style? So that's my first tip. Make sure that you love the fabric, because that's what people are going to see and what you're going to have to look at. So second tip is finding, once you've picked it up, you've loved the fabric, are there any potentials to transform it into something else? Or if you know that it's going to need taking up, or things are going to need to cut off, like, can you use that fabric to make scrunchies or secondhand things? Or can you take it in, or maybe even like transform it into a whole different garment? So that's the second thing. Obviously that's if you have the ability to sew, but that's very handy and something to consider. And then thirdly is thinking of your existing wardrobe at home. Is there things that you know that you have in your wardrobe that will go with it? Just to make sure that it's practical and that it will be able to be worn in every day, and you're not going to buy it and it's just going to sit there because you loved it when you were at the op shop and not when you're at home. And then obviously when you go to try it on, if you do try it on, the fit. For me, I don't think this is a major thing, because if you've considered transforming it to something else, then at least you know that you love the fabric, you can change it into something else that would fit your style. But if it fits, obviously that's perfect, you don't need to do anything to it. Otherwise, if it's too big, obviously you take it in or make it into something else. If it's too small, then you can just reuse the fabric and make something totally different out of it. And lastly, I think the biggest thing to consider is when you're secondhand shopping, don't get caught up in the excitement and the FOMO and the feeling the need to just buy it because you've seen it. I know it's exciting to find things that are a bit different and out of the usual, and that you know will be unique, but you have to think practically, like, are you going to wear this? Is this something that will last you for years? Is it, you know, practical fabric for where you live? Is the style, does it just look good in the op shop lighting or wherever you're trying it on? Like, is it going to look good out in reality? Just, you know, be practical about when you're shopping and be resourceful and conscious. So obviously if it does tick all those boxes where you love it, it's unique, it's practical, it fits your style, you know it'll last you for years, I think that's definitely a big yes, something that you should get. Well, I hope this video has given you some really helpful tricks and tips for next time you go secondhand shopping. Can't wait to see what you find, and if you do any transformations, tag me or send it to me. I'd love to see what you turn it into. If you enjoyed this and you'd like to see more tutorials or how-tos or just tips and videos like this, please subscribe to the Essentials Club on YouTube, or sign up to my newsletter, or follow me on Instagram at the Essentials Club. Thanks so much.